It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She called names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth like, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. What is up, everybody? Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being tuned in on this good old boring Tuesday. Where is everybody at, y'all? Ain't nobody live. Like, what is going on? What's going on, y'all? Where's everybody at? It's real dry in these streets. Says them court docs and got sealed. Okay. Listen. But that's all right. That's okay. Because listen, we still gonna get some tea. Okay? Listen. The streets be talking. The streets be talking. Shout out to y'all. Happy Tuesday. Thank y'all for holding down the chat. I was trying my hardest not to be too late. I was in there cooking for them cheering and for my man. Okay. So I had to get that done. I ate a little taste and then I jumped on the live, y'all. Because I actually just threw this live up here, as y'all can tell. Because I didn't have one scheduled, but I set a goal for myself this month and I'm trying my hardest to reach that goal. That's why y'all see me going live every day, which is not a normal thing for me. It's normally every other day. Okay, so I'm trying my hardest to reach my little goal for May. We'll see what happens because we just in the beginning of May. Well, we almost halfway there, so we'll see what happens, y'all. Shout out to y'all. Hey, Miss Geraldine, thank you for that super chat blessing, my love. Sweet Queen, shout out to you. Thank you for holding down the chat per usual. Terry Bro in the building, coming through with the copyright and fair use. We got Courtney, Angela B, Miss Vanessa, Miss Love Mel, Admire Me, Giselle, Miss Michelle, Shalonda, who else? LaShawn, Miss Dee Dee, Kia in the building, Miss Renee, Miss Stephanie, Miss Sheila. Shout out to you, Leonard Cannon, Blessed Beyond Measure, Solid as a Rock. I love that name. Hey Tokyo, hey T, Sweetly Favored, Miss Shalene, Miss Janice, Miss Portia. We got Chocolate Season in the building, Jaquita. We got It Don't Matter. We got Miss Renee. We got You Change Me. Miss E, Miss Angelique, I Love You More. Miss Darlene. Nika, hey sister, Demetria, Louisiana representative in the building, Haley Fox. Hey, shout out to you, Miss Yolanda, fixing my crown. We got Miss Juanita, chosen by God, is in the building. My bad, y'all had to mute and cough, y'all. That weather still tearing me up over here. Hey, Kimberly. Hey Tanya, hey Treek, R. Chapman in the building. Shout out to you, Miss Paula, Miss Vonda, Miss Lovely. We got hot and spicy. Thank you, Giselle. Yes, y'all come through with the like button before you even come in the chat. That should already be understood. Like, especially with my people, which I don't think is y'all. I think it's the masses. Let's say that. I think it's the masses that don't hit the like button, mainly the trolls, because I couldn't see why my people wouldn't hit the like button. That's already understood. What's understood don't need to be explained. So I'm gonna give it to the trolls. I think they be playing a little game, playing checkers with the like button. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Miss Yolanda, love Louisiana dry rice and sausage. Ooh, listen, girl, that's a quick little meal too. I smothered some turkey wings with some rice and gravy. Okay, that was fast. Y'all gonna eat that and be satisfied because we don't do a whole lot of fast food over here. We country. We like home cooked meals, baby. So I get in there, do my little one too, and I'm out the kitchen. But anyways, if y'all would like to donate to me monetarily, you can cash at me $sign Lupac1. You can also buy me a coffee. Shout out to all my coffee people. You are appreciated. You can also support the platform by getting a super chat or a super sticker. I do have a goal set, y'all. Every live stream, there's a goal set. It's not mandatory, but it is appreciated because it contributes to the revenue of this particular live stream. Like if y'all ain't watching them ads, if I don't get a lot of views, the super stickers help. Okay? That's just me being honest and transparent. Most people ain't gonna tell you that, but I will. But you can also support by getting a membership. Shout out to the members that I already have. All of the new members that we have gotten. Y'all are appreciated. I hope y'all enjoying all of that content over there because there's a whole lot of content. I will be updating my tier soon. And I think I told y'all, but I added another tier. It's a loyalty tier. I added it to my tiers. And once I start getting people in that tier particularly is for the people who don't have Cash App, don't have, any of those monetary support, whatever apps, and they can't access them because I had a few supporters that say they don't have Cash App but they want to support. So that's why I created that tier. And if you click on a tier, you will see what I added to it as incentives, right? So that's for the ones who don't have support links and still want to support monetary. It's not mandatory. You can still get the bottom tier. That's just for the ones who ask me that. But hit that like button and watch them ads, baby. Okay? That's the bare minimum. Hit that like button, watch the ads, and it's free. It's free. Support your favorite content creators. Anyways, hey Catcherell, hey Miss Deborah. You said please vote for my cousin Jamal on American Idol. Thank you. I ain't watched American Idol in so long. To be honest, I wouldn't even know how to vote. Like how to, I wouldn't know how to get on it to vote. I don't. To be honest, Miss Deborah, I don't think too many people in here even watch TV at this point. We've been in this sector, in this saga, thugging it. I ain't watched TV in so long, y'all. I got so many shows to catch up on. All my Tyler Perry shows. Like I got so much stuff to try to catch up on. I see they got a new season of Wheel of Time. That's one of my shows. It's a new season. It's another little crazy show that was made in New Orleans. I gotta finish that one. They just put out a new season. I got so much to catch. I'm gonna have to try to pick a weekend where I got a little time and maybe go on vacation from my my platform to try to catch up on my show because I gotta catch up. But you can drop your link and you can drop if it's a link, you can drop it in here for people to vote if you want. Because like I said, I wouldn't know how to access that to be able to vote. Thank you, Miss Vonda, for getting that membership or renewing it. Because I could have sworn you was a member already. So maybe you just renewed it. Hey Becca, hey Sierra. You say my cousin is Gabby Simone. She was eliminated last week in 7th place. Oh wow. Hey Gemini Rising. Hey Miss Whitty. You say I do too many shows and movies. Me too. I'm more of a series person though. I feel like movies end too fast. I like the series because they're drawn out. Once you get into a movie, it's over with. Hey, Miss France. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. Like I said, it ain't too much going on, but you know we gonna make some content now. We gonna dialogue about something in the side. So Laonia made a few posts. As y'all can see, I captioned this live. Praising women for leaving their toxic men while you're still with yours is crazy work. So let me put this post up here real quick. Hey, Gossip with Claire. You say no new member. Okay, thank you, Miss Vonda. Thank you for getting that membership, my love. All right. Shout out to you, Blessed Beyond Measures. Big step up. Okay, let me put this up, y'all. Let's see. Because I got a few of them. Is this the one? Yeah, it's the first one. As you can see, that's her name. I always halfway crop it out. Um, just in case she try to do something slick, with the copyright. Can't get me, baby. Okay, so she shared this, y'all, and as you can see, let me take this off. Somebody else posted it, but she shared it in her story. So I say all the time because y'all be like, "Fuck, she plagiarized that, she plagiarized that," and that's true. Or even if you share stuff on social media, when you share things, you're sharing it because it's relative, because you can relate to it. That's why I feel like personally that's why everybody shares stuff. If it's not their own words, they're sharing it because they can relate to the words that's being used, right? You can kind of tell what they got going on based on what they're sharing. Because I know I wouldn't share nothing that I can't relate to, or if it's not relative to what I got going on. So she shared this in her story, and it says Tiana Taylor, Cash Doll, and Cardi got the F gone. I love it. And I'm kind of confused because, ma'am, if y'all familiar with any of these situations, then you know that all of these women, Tiana was with what is his name, child? The basketball player. She was with him. Cash Doll, Tracy T, and Cardi, of course, she was with Offset. So we know that all three are allegedly cheaters, right? So it's like I don't think none of these men was abusive, but definitely all three were alleged to be promiscuous. So the fact that she shared this and you still over there dancing in front of Janastro's refrigerator is crazy. We the people are confused, baby. Like how, you love it, but you can't get away from your situation. That's a little crazy. That's a little crazy. Like set an example, maybe, you can get away from yours also. If you love them getting away from theirs so much, why not you get away from yours? I'm confused, y'all. That was, but she posts stuff all the time that shows the hypocrisy, the contradiction. So let me take that one off. Okay, shout out to y'all for supporting your girl with the super gold. Hey Aisha, hey my love. Love you the long way too, sweet queen. Thank you, Nika. Thank you for that super sticker. I appreciate you. Okay, let me take this one off, y'all. And I did tell y'all that because I think a lot of y'all was supposed to mute. My bad, y'all. But a lot of people are conflicted as to what's going on with the court proceedings, right? So um, as you know, well, as I know, anytime, and this is a fact. This is not just opinion, y'all. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up because I got this off of the actual website when my source sent it to me. So let's see. Because we was trying to figure out why them docs have been sealed, child. Why are they closed to the public viewership now? Hold on. Where is it at, child? Uh, no, where is that? Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Because I know I screenshot it. Um, did I go too far? Ooh, my left hand itching. That mean I'm gonna have to pay some money. All right, let me go in my messenger because I can't never find something in my photos because there be too much going on in the photos. Hold on, y'all. So it says there are a few possibilities why this document is hidden, right? The documents may have been hidden, may have been filed. I mean, slow down, Pop. The documents may have been filed as containing sensitive information, one. Two, there could be a security policy that is hiding documents on this case type. Two, and three, the clerk may have hidden this document from users with your role, meaning the public, right? And also, they didn't put this on there, but this is a fact as well. A lot of times when a person obtains an attorney, the attorney they'll either advise them or they'll do it themselves. Once they take over the situation, they have it closed. And being that most of this situation is centered around social media, y'all, that's probably why. That's probably why, because all of the court stuff is literally being made like it's complete havoc at this point. So I'm banking on the fact that based on the stuff that I'm privy to behind the scenes, I'm banking on the fact that it's some sensitive information involving the latest contempts that have been submitted, and also the fact that RH has obtained an attorney. I don't know that he did. I don't know if that's a fact, but I think he did based on those court documents being sealed. Because that's what happens a lot of times. Once they close it, once they shut it down, is an attorney in play, baby. Okay, that's so. That's my opinion for the ones in the back, because you know they try to take what I say, bring it to their platforms, and then try to flip my words without giving the context surrounding it. So it's sad that I gotta literally express the fact that I'm giving an opinion and it's not a fact, which my people already know because y'all got common sense. But we ain't working with too many that got common sense like us. Okay, it's grown women over here, grown women pack big. But a child is y'all. This is why I be saying y'all don't bring nothing to me because I'm so petty and my mouth is just I, you. I be wanting to say something so bad, but I be trying to focus, y'all. Don't bring me nothing. Please don't bring me nothing that these people be saying. At the end of the day, if you know me, then you know me. You know how I present my content. You know I come with receipts. I don't manipulate none of that. You know, like why I need to manipulate y'all about somebody else's business? I ain't personally invested. Okay, we ain't invested over here. We just talking. We invested into the fact that somebody lied about DV, but we ain't invested to the fact to where we trying to get people in trouble or lie on people for no reason. No, we ain't doing it. Anyways, thank you, Gossip with Claire. Okay. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for supporting your girl. Is Latia in here? I didn't see her. Hey, Snooky. Thank you, Maddie. You knew? I never seen your name before. You say, hi, Lupac, your content is fire. Keep up the good work. I've been following you. I just don't say anything, love, from New Jersey. Okay. I told you I got a lot of bushwhackers that rarely come out the bushes, so I don't know who they are, but they still support. Like, I be getting cash apps from weird names. And they be like, Pac, I've been following you since the beginning. But I never see y'all in the chat. So, but shout out to you. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Who had the document sealed? That we don't know, y'all. I would say RH. I would say him. I would say him or his attorney, if he's obtained one. And the reason why I'm saying that is because he has been the one that has been hitting her with contempts left and right. He been laying it down. Okay, laying it down. You know, the people want to say he bitter. Y'all, I even seen somebody say, you know what? This is why I could never be on the other side of the fence. And the reason why I say that is because You can't just tell me anything and I'ma run with it. Like it gotta make sense. And if it don't make sense, I'ma try to make sense of it. And I don't think they like that over there. Because if y'all remember what they did to that lady, uh let me not even say I ain't gonna bring that lady up, child, because I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Uh but it was somebody who was asking questions because they was conflicted. And people started turning on her. Y'all don't put no names in the chat, please. But y'all, if you know, you know. But it was a lady who commented under somebody's stuff and said, he just bit RH is just bitter because he know Bree and Jai planning their wedding and he trying to stop it. I said, bruh, I said these people are crazy. Like they are nuts. I'm like, this lady really believe that? You really believe that? First of all, the man still have yet to even acknowledge a proposal, let alone a wedding plan. Make it make sense. We ain't heard nothing about no child. The delusion is at an all-time high. The fact that, and that's how you know, some of them watch the content over here, but some don't. But we literally clocked that T. We literally debunked that. That girl bought that ring for herself back in December. And the crazy part is she posted it. That's how much she play in y'all face. Not y'all, my people, but them. That's how much she play in their face, y'all. Because she posted her herself, the ring on her platform. So my Christmas gift to myself. Make it make sense. The exact same ring. And then come months later talking about engagement. And then got her friends playing along in the comments talking about some he did that. Ooh, girl. And let's not forget when I reviewed his live when he had that apron on in the kitchen. And that was the same live he dug in his nose. And they was in his comments real heavy. Real heavy. Asking him or well telling him congratulations and this and that on the engagement. When I tell you that man ignored every comment that had engage or meant in it, okay? He ignored every comment. He read all the troll comments that was dissing her, but he ignored every comment that had anything about congrats or engagement in it. He even got off 6 minutes early because them comments congratulating him on an engagement started coming in heavy. That man hurry up and jump off there. He said, I'm gonna give y'all 10 more minutes. Still trying to sell that body butter. 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. Child, when them comments start coming in congratulating him on an engagement he knew nothing about, man, that man jumped clean off that live. Y'all better quit letting that girl play in y'all face. Okay? Okay. I don't understand it. Like, what are we doing? Y'all too old for that. Y'all are too old to be letting a 32-year-old allegedly play in y'all face like that. Hey, Stokes. Hey, Miss Deborah. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you again, my love. Hey, Heavenly. You say, I believe she got a DSS case and can't be in the same home as the kids until she been with her kids, though. Until investigation over, and that's why Wall brought them to see her at John Boy's for no, no, Heavenly. If anything, she be leaving them at home and going meet them. She been doing that, allegedly. She, she been doing that. Been leaving them cheering. Child. Been leaving them and taking the ones that's with him. It's one thing for a man to neglect your kids or act like they don't exist or include them in the family time. And it's another thing for you to do it too. Listen, I am disheartened by that. That's sad, y'all. That is sad. Like, So the other babies can't be included, so they can't go to Janasha's house too, or it's only because you needed them to be in front of the camera to read those cards that I feel like was pre-orchestrated, premeditated, co-signed. That's interesting. Hey, Pisces Divine Goddess. Thank you, Dale. Let me see. You say Jersey loves you. Thank you. Hey, Invincible Empire. They probably approved them to be in the walk care because DSS is grimy down here, and that's why RH is fighting for custody. Well, as far as what was I gonna say, child? It was something about them being over there. I didn't forgot already. It's gonna come back to me. Hey, I'm chosen. Love you. I'm so glad that RH is standing on business, big business. Like he ain't playing with her, y'all. He is not playing with her. And that's why I say if they don't grant him full custody, she gonna be under a close watch with all them contempt. She's gonna be under the real because when I tell you she didn't violate, listen, that's why it's important to why they got people out here saying that, he's doing this and he doing that, and she been violating the divorce decree. Period. That's why it's good to have read the divorce decree. I'm convinced she didn't even read it at this point. Because if you going against it that much, you clearly ain't paid attention in court in mediation. Something ain't right, child. Saying something. Thank you, God love me. Okay, you in the BR. Shout out to the BR. Big shout out to the BR. I remember that. Let me see. Hey, Mr. Reese, that was the goofiest ish. Hey, Basha, if RH want to lie on you, he could have her. RH is gone. Big facts. Big facts. And that's what's crazy is a lot of them know that. But they act like they don't. A lot of them know that, but they act like they don't. That girl was crying behind there. He's the one that got away. That's why I say he ain't perfect. No man is perfect. But he's definitely the one that got away. And you could tell by her actions. Look at the Mother's Day video that she just posted, y'all. You see buku memories of her with them cheering while she was married to RH. You ain't seen let me see how to word this without sounding woo, that's tough. You ain't seen an environment, a happy environment surrounding her and them babies since RH has been out the picture. You ain't seen it. The TikTok videos with the kids, and you ain't seen that. You ain't seen the laughter, the genuine smiles. Now the kids gotta stay home while she goes to Janasha's house with the twins. That is crazy. At least when you had your husband, all parties are included. Whether it be going on trips, whether y'all going out to dinner, he ain't never excluded your kids. Why they try to paint a narrative that they couldn't walk on eggshells? Well, if that's the case, why is it that they still wanted a relationship with RH after y'all separated? Clock. I wish I had my nails on. I need to get my nails done so y'all can hear the clocking sound. But that came from her mouth. On her just being like on your episode. They still wanted a relationship with him. Why? How, Sway? Who wants a relationship with a man that made them so miserable? I'm confused. Hey, it's all about God. And that's the part I don't understand. Like, you can't one minute you're putting men on pedestals, right? And then the next minute when ish don't go your way, it's you try to rewrite history or make stuff disappear. Just like how she deleted all them videos off of her page early on in the saga because she didn't want people to see that she was lying. She wanted to paint the narrative that RH was a bad father, he was a bad husband, he only did it for the camera, right? That was the narrative that she was trying to paint. Well, if that's the case, why did you delete all those videos off your page? And that was before well before, a year before it was even decided by the judge or ordered by the judge for them to delete content, delete each other off each other's pages. She did that early on. So make it make sense. She didn't want people to see what was really good, what was really going on. That's what it was, y'all. Hey, anything glittery? She been set to play, not being with them. She asked during the fake show, would you want to live with your dad? Clock that. Because I played that clip on a live probably about 2 weeks ago, if that. Probably maybe last week when I went live. I played that clip from her show where she asked them, would y'all like to go? Because you know what I was trying to show y'all? I was trying to validate when she said, because you know how she tried to push the narrative out here that she's always been a single mom, even when she was married, right? So I played the clip showing where she told the kids, life is gonna be different now that mommy is no longer married. Now I'm a single mom. No, she said I'm a single mom now. So life is gonna be different. I said, oh, now, and words hold power. Because according to her present tense, she's always been a single mom. But in that episode, she let it be known that she's a single mom now, and she had to explain to her kids how life was going to be so much more different. Y'all ain't gonna see me as much because work is gonna require me to be gone more often and da 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 da. It just shows that while she was with her husband, she was able to spend more time with her baby. Because when you married, you can't do all that extra. He made her be a wife. While they try to paint a narrative that he controlled her, no, he made you sit down and be with them cheering and be a wife. And that's why we can look at the dynamic from when you was with your husband up until now and see a total difference. A total difference. That's why so many people loved y'all as a family dynamic and followed y'all. Because we seen a black family sticking together, making a bag on social media, going on trips, constantly doing stuff with the kids. That's why people followed y'all. So whether you say now, oh, it was a fake lifestyle or not, y'all was still doing it. You can fake being happy or fake loving somebody, but you can't fake the experiences. And I say that all the time because they try to take away from the fact that RH loves his child by saying he's faking it for the camera. But guess what? That's how you feel what he's doing. That's not how his baby girl feels. When she gets to go to the museum, the water park, the aquarium, the regular park, the movies, eat out, shopping, all of these different things, the slime factory, everything that she loves to do, when she gets to go to those places with her dad, that's not fake for her. That's real, genuine happiness because those are the things that she likes to do. So whether or not y'all feel like that he's faking it for the camera or he's only a dad on camera, he's on camera damn near 24 hours out the day. So he ain't got much time to pretend. That's the part that y'all gotta make sense. Oh, he only doing it for the camera. How he record everything. He literally got a page called I Record Everything. So what portion of it is fake? Because she's still getting those experiences with her dad, those memories that she's gonna remember for life. Look at how he bought her that little unicorn that records your voice. And he sung a song to the unicorn to show her how it worked. And he said, your turn. And the first song she thought of was the Amora song that he made for her, that he sung to her since she was in her mama's stomach. You can't tell me that baby don't love her daddy. And the fact that nobody said nothing about that is crazy. It's crazy. That's the part I don't understand. So we gonna act like we didn't see that? That was the first thing that came to her mind. A 5-year-old. That speaks big volume. Come on now. So even when they say, oh, he was only, because I seen Sleepy try to throw that in too, y'all, trying to say, oh, he was only a dad, he was only a stepdad on camera. But guess what? That might be how you feel because Laonia done told you certain things and got in your head. But guess what? Your sons will still get haircuts with that man. That man was still on camera, bringing them to get haircuts, paying for them to get haircuts, still taking them shopping, dressing like triplets, paying to dress like triplets, still playing basketball with them while dropping gems, teaching them life lessons. Come on now. Which is why, and this is how you know RH made an impact on them boys, because I seen a picture on Sleepy's page where the oldest son was throwing up the same hand signal that RH throwed up in all of their pictures. Ain't that ironic? Come on now, stop playing. Stop playing. So you mean to tell me your son Sleepy is still throwing up a hand symbol that he bonded with RH, because they all would do that in the pictures when they would take pictures with RH dressed like triplets. That's why I don't understand these. Like, come on, y'all gotta chill. It's time out for all that. It's time out for the BS. Hey, Miss Floria. Um, hey, Deandra. Love you more. I ain't seen you in forever, girl. Shout out to you. Hey, Miss Brenda. Hey, Lakeisha. Hey, Miss Beverly. Let me go down and try to catch up with y'all in these comments. Like, they gotta quit playing. You said, have you seen the video? Laonia and John Boy went when they were on vacation. A waitress gave John Boy the drink and Bree rolled her eyes at the girl. No, I didn't see that. I didn't see that, my love. Well, I don't remember seeing it. You see on her story, she showed when she was in Target. Oh, we getting to that treat. We getting to that, my love. Target like RH normally be, and the price she paid copycat. And that's the you see this that's a part of selective outrage. And that's what I don't like. Because there's a few things she's done lately and nobody say nothing. But let him do it. Let him do it, and oh, he only doing it for the camera. So you mean to tell me I'ma go in the store and spend $500 for the camera? Is you crazy? Okay, these people are crazy for real. Like this girl, literally, and y'all know I said the other day on my live when all of this stuff, when we first read when we first found out about RH getting we're trying to get full custody of baby girl. One of the things that I told y'all was I say pay attention. She gonna be out here. She gonna be posting mommy content. Everything is gonna, try to point to show that she's a great mom. Who remember me saying that? And look at what she's doing. You see the Mother's Day videos. You see the I can do it. I can handle it by myself video showing that she paid nine. How ironic it is that you got $2,000 to spend on clothes right after that big old GoFundMe. After we just had to give our vehicle back. Even with the Wells Fargo stuff. Even with what she put on the GoFundMe. But y'all notice she still has not been totally honest or transparent when it comes to her finance. Now we the people know that the bag ain't bagging like it used to bag, okay? But she won't tell nobody that. The fact that you even needed a GoFundMe speaks volumes. That alone, it went from her, not even just that, her lying on that when she went live on YouTube and lied and said that her car was paid off, her car, all her bills is paid up and the car paid off and this and that. And then a week later, you posting a video letting everybody know that you got one vehicle loan with Capital One that's almost halfway paid off. That don't even make sense. And then you got another $100,000 loan, car loan, which should be a house loan, not a child, that should be a mortgage, okay? Uh, that you giving the car back allegedly, even though the people know what's really good. The people know. The people know, because when it comes to that, y'all, the fact that I was supposed to clip a video and play for y'all, but she knew what she was signing up for. When you go to get a vehicle, right? They tell you your interest rate. This is why financial literacy is important. And the fact that I feel like she do more and more stuff to show that them degrees ain't real. Cause ain't no way. It's no way them people told you what your interest rate was going to be, and you know they told her, because that's the main thing they tell you. They let you know your notes and they let you know your interest rate. They are required to tell you. And you are required to look over your documents. She had no problem with paying $2,000 a month for a 2021 BMW, because at the time when she got the vehicle, she could afford it. She could afford it. And you could tell that she's careless with her finances, with her money, because if you don't check, she's child. First of all, she lied and said she was on auto pay, and under every payment it say one time payment. That was one. But two, the fact that you said you hadn't checked the app in a year to at least make sure the money is going where it's supposed to go is crazy. And that shows me that there's no financial responsibility there, which is why she probably ran through that 420K that she made in 2021. This girl is supposed to be a millionaire right now. The money she was making, listen, ooh, that's some crazy work. That is some crazy work. But it just shows she's very financially irresponsible. And the fact that I honestly feel like she would have so much more financially if she would have never got with Janash. If she would have just stayed, single, healed, worked on herself, got into therapy, she would have been good. Because it seems like she focuses more when he's not around. The kids get more attention. I showed y'all a screenshot from her page where she posted that wake up with me video showing how she wake up in the morning, get the kids up and this and that. And even though I think that's cap too, that was all for content. But she showed that video, and in the comments, one of her supporters said, "Okay, now Bree, this is what we like to see." And she was like, "Y'all gonna see more of it. I was distracted, but I'm back." And I'm like, the only distraction that was around was Janastro, because you put him before any and everybody. That's the only distraction she had. That's some crazy work. And then to openly admit that is even crazier. Hey, Tamasha. Thank you. I'm chosen member for 15 months. Look at you. The likes are not liking. Please hit the like button for my baby. I love you more. Come on now, y'all. Let's not do how we did yesterday where I had to run the intro because y'all ain't supporting. Y'all got to hit that like button. Hey, Miss Amelia. Hey, Cancer 66. Miss Angela Dickerson. Shout out to you, Miss Amelia, for getting that membership. I appreciate you, my love, with your cute self, girl. Hey, down south. Hey, Freddie. Hey, Miss Clarice. Michaela. Okay. Let me go down. Thank you, Miss Amelia. Thank you for your support, my love. Okay, shout out to you. You coming through with the come through back to back. That car was repossessed. I believe that also. Listen, the fact that she lied about it lets you know it was repossessed. She came out here. She said she was on. She not only did she say, um, she pride herself because she got to a point in life where all her bills was on auto pay. She said that more than once throughout the video, and she knew she was lying. But that's what happens when you telling a lie. When you're trying to fool the masses, you get fooled. You get fooled yourself. Because the fact that you said that, but you didn't realize on your screenshot that it said one-time payment is crazy. So eager to try to beat the bloggers to clocking her tea, trying to clock her own tea, but based on a lie. Because, child, you ain't fooling nobody. You are not fooling nobody. If you believe that car was given back, you are crazy. Yeah, she gave it back, but they was taking it anyway. They were taking it anyways. She hadn't paid on the car. Listen, she got the car back in February 2024. The last known payment on the paper was what? December 2024? We in May. She did that video, what, 2 weeks ago? That's why she couldn't show the more current payments because there were none. She had been stopped paying on that car for months. And probably because she moved, they didn't know where she was to go get their ish. Clock that. That's some more tea for y'all. Because if y'all remember, she ain't been staying in that apartment forever, that townhouse. She was in that other house. She moved, she downsized, moving to that apartment. Nobody even knew until she started doing little videos here and there. People started catching on, like, oh, she must have moved. And people start saying, wow, this bathroom small. You know, people was just saying all kind of stuff. So imagine that if she got the car back in February 2024, if you don't update your address, they won't know you moved. That go for any bill collector. If you don't tell them you move, if you don't tell them you change your phone number, they won't know. They're going to be sending your mail to the old address. Or if you get your mail forwarded, they still won't know. It's up to you to contact the people and let them know, hey, I moved to this address, whatever, right? So that's why she was able to go so long without making payments and still having them people shit. That's why. They didn't know where she lived. Child. And that was obvious because it said, I think December 2024 was the last known payment. Hold on, y'all. Yep. Last known payment. Because who goes, think about it. If it's starting right, okay, she had to go so far back to show those screenshots of those payments because when you look at it, it goes, let me look at it. Hold on. I'll tell y'all. It started from the top. Let's see. Hold on. Give me a second. Let's see. Silent as a rock. It started. Where's this? Okay, it started. You have September 2024, and then it goes to August 2024, July 2024, June 2024. So that shows you that the most recent payments would have been ahead of those. Don't slam my door. Would have been ahead of those. So that shows that she had to go all the way back to those payments to get those screenshots. And you would think that the logical person is going to get the current payments because they're more easily accessible. They right there. But if there are no current payments, then you gotta go back. You gotta go back and find stuff. Okay? So she couldn't do that. Couldn't do that. Let me see. And he is Giselle. And hey, pretty eyes. What's up, my girl? Speaking of the GoFundMe, y'all. Okay. How ironic is it that all of a sudden you got two bands to spin on clothes for six cheering, and you just had this car situation, this Wells Fargo situation. It's just real real it's just real funny, y'all. Like, it's real funny. It's real funny. But the difference, if y'all think about it, right? The difference between her and RH is when you look at her GoFundMe, her says for legal fees only, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We could pull it up if need be. For legal fees only. His says legal fees starting my life or not helping to get back on track with my life and etc. It's a layout of things. So who would you say is being deceptive in that moment? Doc, y'all, there is a clip out here, and I have it. I could pull it up, but let me see. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. I think this is it. Let me put my earphones on. When she went live, what, 2, 3 weeks ago on YouTube, y'all? It's probably 3 weeks now. Hold on. Okay, I had to find the clip, y'all. We got 455 in the building. Make sure y'all running them lights up. But when she went live on YouTube, what, 3 weeks ago, going off on bloggers, crashing out, this and that, right? One of the things she and I told y'all she did 2 lives back to back, like maybe a couple days apart or whatever, or maybe the next day. I don't remember. But she got a lot of super chats from those lives, those 2 lives. She got a whole lot of super chats because she was giving them people ultimatums. If y'all a super chat party and I'm gonna come back to YouTube. Like she was landed on thick. Every other line was super chat party. Not even giving them content, giving them something in return. She just wanted the money, baby. And she let them know she wanted the money. So one of the things that was said in the comments by one of her supporters was you could use the super chats to put towards your attorney or to pay for your attorney. And she was like, yeah, my attorney 3,800. Let's do that. Let's do that. So I'm like, if she just spoke to an attorney already to know that amount, because we don't know if she was lying when she said that. She could have just said that for them to, give her money to try to get to 3,800. She could have just said that. We wouldn't know. We wouldn't know. But the fact that she said that, but you're raising your GoFund, this is how you know she's being deceptive, y'all. Because you said 3,800 on that live. And then you posted on your page and said 9,000 for attorney fees. And then when you click on the GoFundMe, it said 24,000. That's how you know it's deception in the midst of all of that. And when you deceiving people, you will not win. You will never win playing on people. Especially when you're dealing with people that's willing to support you. They gonna support you. I guarantee y'all, if she was honest, they would still support her. Because look what they did for her babies. They bought all the stuff off her registry, contributed to her diaper fund. They did all of that. She got the type of supporters that's gonna uh slang that bread on her. So why lie? Why be deceptive? Unless that's just your nature. That's your true nature. Your nature is to be deceptive, to play on people. That's what it's given. That's what it's given. But listen, y'all.
Use the super chats for your attorney. Cool, because my attorney 3,800. Let's do it. Let's do it. My attorney 3,800.
Now,
let's do it.
Let's run it back.
Use the super chats for your attorney. Cool, because my attorney 3,800. Let's do it. Let's do it. My attorney 3,800.
Now, like I said, that was what, 3 weeks, less than 3 weeks ago. So make it make sense. Make it make sense. Why do we need 24,000 again? Why do we need? And now all of a sudden she back in a good mood, child. She's talking about God. You could tell when them pockets hurting, baby. She come out here crashing out on the content creators and the bloggers. But when them pockets is sitting nice, when she got a little coin, she ignoring. Y'all keep talking about me. I'm not bothered. I ain't got nothing to prove. Child, Booger Boy finna be living it up. Because if you think he ain't getting a taste of that GoFundMe, you crazy. Hold on, let me find it. I think that's the one where she posted. When you're grown, you don't play tit for tat. You protect your peace and get the F on. Since when has she ever not played tit for tat? I guess she must have just became grown because she been doing tit for tat since the beginning of the saga. Correct me if I'm wrong. When has this girl ever not gone tit for tat? Everything she posts is hypocritical. Hey, Miss Lolo, like I don't understand. Okay, 1900 on a car note is diabolical. Child, that's why they say if you don't have good credit, the best thing for you to do is just to wait to purchase the vehicle outright because you will find yourself buying a home without buying a home. If you know what I don't let that go over your head, okay? That's why that balance on that BMW was 108K after she had already paid 23,000 and still had 108K balance. But y'all, oh, that hurt it, cracking my knuckles. Um, hmm, I don't think that's the end of her dumb financial decisions. Hey, Miss C to you. Hey, Miss Rebecca Belton. Like, make it make sense. Baby, she finna go through that GoFundMe money. But like I said, and the thing is with GoFundMe's, here's the thing, y'all. Here's the bad part about it, I feel. Um, it you can draw from it, from what I was told, you can draw from it and still leave it up. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I was told that you can draw from a GoFundMe, still leave it up until you actually, I don't know if it's up to GoFundMe to take it down once you cash out on it, or you have to tell them to take. I don't know how it works. I ain't never had a GoFundMe. I don't know how they work. But that's what I was told. If anybody has ever had a GoFundMe, drop that knowledge in the chat. But you can draw from it, and the funds are released. I think they said 2 to 5 business days, if I'm not mistaken. So, child, I believe she done started cashing out on that GoFundMe because, well, I ain't gonna say a belief, it's facts. Because if she's telling people she didn't obtain an attorney already, she didn't cash out on the GoFundMe because she needed that money to get an attorney if she actually got one. That's the crazy part. So that's interesting. What is this? Our stuff in there because of our environment. Bruh. When I tell y'all she posts, okay, this was just sent to me. So she posts, listen, it's her acting like she giving advice to people that's literally doing better than her. And not even just financially, but mentally. Like, girl, you need to take your own advice. At this point, you posting everything that sound good, but you don't live by it. So she posts, listen, a plane can't land until the coast is clear. Some of our blessings are stuck in the air because of our environment. It's way too much mess on the landing strip, right? So that's metaphorically speaking. So I agree with that, whoever she stole it from. And the reason why I agree with that is because I say that all the time. You can literally hinder your blessings by surrounding yourself with bad spirits, bad energy. People's karma, once you care about somebody, their karma, you can literally intercept their karma based on your surroundings. Their bad luck, whatever you want to call it. Until you ever seen, I'm pretty sure everybody that had, if not y'all selves, but been around people where, let's say a friend or a family member was with a man and he was a demon, literally, and she missed out on so many blessings, so many blessings, so many blessings. And then when they finally break up, it looked like she got all the luck in the world. That's why, because their energy, their bad luck, their bad spirits become yours. And to be honest, she's probably the mess that's on the landing strip, okay? Because you out here being deceptive. You telling people you collecting money on that GoFundMe just for legal fees when you know you ain't just using all that money for that. Especially after you yourself said that all you needed was 3,800. So what's the other 20K for? Which we know, but hey, if you see a sucker, lick it. Hey, Miss Veronica. Hey, my dream store. Let me go down. Try to catch up with y'all. Hey, Miss Linda. He need more money because he added more things to the paperwork, and attorney said he need more money. Who? Who you talking about, Miss Linda? Hey, Miss Angela, sir. Does anyone know how much money is in Lawrence GoFundMe? I have no clue. I have no clue. The last time I got a screenshot of it, it was like 7K, a little over 7K, something like that. I don't know what it is. Oh, look, Miss Ashley says 7,715. They pressed probably the cap. Them people ain't about to be giving her. Y'all, to be honest, I'm surprised they gave that much. And if you notice, if it wouldn't have been for that lady over there, she wouldn't have collected that much because she been had that GoFundMe up and it wasn't moving. It wasn't moving. So that should tell you something. That was that lady's supporters. Only 100 and something people, maybe 200 people donated. For this girl to have a collective 5 million followers, I ain't gonna say supporters because they don't support her. Followers, people that follow her on social media platforms. Collectively, she got a little over 5 million. And you can only get 180 to 200 people to donate on a GoFund. That's crazy. That's crazy. To say how much she would brag and say, I got 3 million supporters. I got 3 million. No, you don't have 3 million supporters. You got 3 million followers. Because if you actually had 3 million supporters, baby, that GoFundMe would have been cashed out in a couple minutes. Like if every one of those 3.3 million people send her $1, you got over 3.3 million. Imagine that. Imagine that. That's crazy. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what this is. Okay, let me take this one off the screen. Did I have another one? Let me see, y'all. Let me see if I got another one. Share screen. I think I showed down one. Um, oh, this is another one. So this was sent to me also. She posted this one on her Instagram where she says, "We pushing to be private and paid, not popular and pretending." Child, listen, y'all. Y'all know I just talked about the hypocrisy. Like we pushing to be private and paid, right? Not popular and pretending. Baby, I honestly believe that her picture should be in a dictionary on the side of popular and pretending. Because you have been pretending to be the bag for a while now. And then I honestly believe that, and this is just my opinion. I think that she's been struggling financially for a hot little minute now. I believe that because I'm trying to think back to when she initially started. She went from not asking her supporters for nothing to asking them for a lot. Like, that's crazy. She went from bragging about the fact that she didn't have to ask her supporters for nothing. No, I don't get on here. Please catch app. And talking about other people and flexing to, oh, I'm gonna put up this baby registry and make y'all buy, well, not make, but you know, have y'all buy everything for my twins that I'm about to have. Oh, I'm gonna put my cash app in the comments when it's my birthday and say, everybody send me $1. Knowing knowing that, like I said, if 3 million people send you $1, you got $3 million. Even though I don't feel like that would happen because those people don't support her for real. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people send something asking for $400 hair dryers. Make it make sense when you got the money that she flex like she has. You don't need a supporter who's not on your, well, I ain't even say on her level financially, but on her level financially in her head, because in her head she's the bad. But I'm pretty sure she got supporters that got more money than her. Clearly, especially if they buying her all these big time gifts and stuff. Make it make sense. Um, what? Hey Kissy. Yes, her girl. I was reading something, y'all. I thought I had read it wrong, child. I thought I had a troll in here. Hey, Miss Jackie. You know she stole it. But like I said, y'all, people post stuff on social media that they feel like they can relate to. So it's no question. I think that's already understood that she steals all of her posts. Even if she ain't sharing it, 9 times out of 10 is uh plagiarized. Even if she's not sharing it directly. That girl claims to have the bag, so why to GoFundMe? She's scamming those idiots. Broke. She ain't got it like that, y'all. She don't have it like that. She don't have it like she used to have it. That's it. That's all. She used to have the bag. Facebook is no longer paying. And then somebody in her comments said, because she, like I said, she posted the Target video. She posted showing that she had all those bags in her basket, and then she also posted the how much the clothes was, which was 1,900 something. If that ain't validation, I don't know what is. Like who posts stuff like that? And people was in her comments asking her that, which led to her making this post because people started going in her comments because they like conflicted. Like, what's the purpose of this? Who posts, you know, that's what you're supposed to do. You supposed to buy your cheering summer clothes, winter clothes. Like that's what you are supposed to do. So what was the purpose of showing that you bought it and then showing how much you paid for it? That's crazy. So they started eating her up in her comments. Did I miss anybody that send me a super? I don't want to miss nobody. How much we got? Hold on, y'all. So she posted, hold on, let me go back, y'all. Let me go up. Oh, I didn't already put it on the screen. Wait, is that the right one? Yeah. So like I said, they was eating her up in the comments. Wait, let me see. I think I got two. One lady said, let me find it. Um, so the lady said, for the life of me, I don't understand why you post how much you spent at Target for your kids' clothes when isn't that what a parent's job is anyway? I have two sons, shop for summer, winter, spring, and fall, growing boys, and never felt the need to say spent 900 or more at any store. But it's a new generation, I guess. Shop on and good job, mom. She even gave her a compliment at the end by saying good job. She was just basically giving her opinion how she felt about her bragging in so many words. But we all know why she's doing that because of the court stuff. That's what y'all gonna start seeing from here on out. You're gonna start seeing more and more posters of the kids. More what she do trying to paint herself as a good mom. Showing that, oh, I'm not unfit, I can handle my kids financially, da 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 da. Even though I would hope she know that none of that matters. Because when it comes to the things that are being alleged, the judge don't care about if you can buy some summer clothes, baby. They don't care about that. They want to know, are those kids in a healthy environment? Are they surrounded by abusive behaviors? An unfit mom? They want to know about their well-being. Are they in a healthy environment? They don't care if you spent 1,900 on some clothes. People buy their children clothes all the time and still go upside their child head. So she commented back and said, it's called being a mother, creating content. Don't like it, buy the F. That wasn't even content. Y'all, when I tell y'all that reel was so short, like it probably was a good 5 seconds. And she probably uh looped it to make it longer. Cause you know how when you what they call it, y'all? A boomerang. You know how you do a boomerang where you like you kind of move your phone from side to side or whatever, and it's like maybe 5 seconds long. And it seems like she looped it because it went from the basket to the screen where the total was, then back to the basket screen where that's not content. It's so obvious why you're doing it. That's crazy. And that's why them people start eating you up in them comments. Because they ain't crazy. Like you showing you bought your kids some clothes when that's what you supposed to do. And shout out to them people for saying that, because if it's on the other end, it's outrage. Oh, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. But when it comes to her, no, it's never no outrage. And that ain't cool. So another lady said, of course, when the internet is sponsoring you. So she comment back and says, yep, every platform monetized. Want to learn? Get my book, Bookie. Girl, first of all, this is the same person who didn't even know that you get paid off of live streams on YouTube. And Facebook, furthermore, she done already said herself, that's how you know she lying. It's why I believe she tapped into that GoFund, okay? Because Facebook is not even paying for live streams anymore. And she said it herself on their YouTube live about 3 weeks ago. Y'all remember that? When she said Facebook, she barely go live on Facebook anymore because they're not paying for live streams anymore. And that was her moneymaker. That was her biggest moneymaker, which is why Miss Ma'am can no longer afford certain things because she's not getting paid the money 50, 60, 70K on Facebook anymore. And child, listen, if that was me, y'all, my heart would be hurt. If I had to go from making 50, 60, 70K on Facebook to, let me say 10K, let's say, which I think she probably less than that, but let's say 10K. I'm gonna give her 10K a month now, from 50, 60, 70K to 10K now. So she do still have other platforms that are monetized, but I highly doubt they making 20, 30K a month, because if they was, she wouldn't be in the situation she's in now. But let's say she did jump down to 10K a month collectively. I'm talking about all platforms included. Lord, Y'all have to pick me up off the floor. Sweet tea. Lord help me. Y'all. That's that hurt right there. That is that hurt. But to tell them you getting all that money, you monetize on every platform, knowing doggone well you ain't making no money off them platforms like that. Because if you was, you wouldn't keep posting that GoFundMe. Hmm. Or you wouldn't have came to YouTube begging, because that's what you was doing, begging for super chats and super stickers. But constantly want to talk about the CC. And like I said, don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with um getting support from your supporters or asking when you need help. But this is the same person who just I just read what she told that person in her comments that she's getting paid on all her platforms. Was that if that's the case, why can't you pay your bills? Why are you losing vehicles, downsizing homes? Like when you need the space, why you go from a 6, 7 bedroom to a 3 bedroom when you actually need the space because you have 6 kids? So clearly the platforms ain't platforming like they used to, which is real crazy. The bag ain't bagging like you used to, baby. Ooh, hold on. Light up. Damn it, light up. It start bothering my eyes, child. Like it's not giving. So she posted because she was bothered, which literally contradicts the last post. When y'all, she posts all of this in the same day. The one I just read to y'all where she said, the tit for tat, she said, hold on, where is it? Where is that post? She said, when you're grown, you don't play tit for tat. You protect your peace and get the F on. Well, why did you make this post? I just be minding my business, post a video of shopping for my kids, and boom, here come the trolls. Laugh out loud. Oh, Bree, it ain't Big Bree no more. It's just Bree now, y'all. Oh, Bree got y'all so bothered. I love it. Keep it up. Wouldn't this be considered tit for tat? I thought when you grown, you ignore and move on. It's the contradictions for me, child. And she shows she's bothered because why? Who even responds to that? She should know. She should know by now that that's it. This lifestyle that she's living, being an influencer with millions of followers, it comes with with those type of comments. At what point is she going to learn it? Constantly responding to the people in the comments is crazy. It shows that you are bothered. While you say the people bothered, they put one little comment and keep it pushing. You you are supposed to be the person behind the 3.3 million followers. So it's a bad look on your end, not the trolls or who would be considered trolls or supporters. I thought, let me see, hold on, let me go down. Let me try to catch up in the comments. Hey, Miss Sheila, tit for tat in the building. You said I wouldn't give that girl a penny I found on the ground. Child, just off the strength that she literally flexed on how much she did for Janastro. The girl was out here telling y'all, telling the world how much she was doing for that Ninja Turtle. And y'all gonna go and run up a GoFundMe for her? Like we ain't all watching the same story play down. I mean play out. We all watching the same ish on social media. Make it make sense. She done bought him jewelry, clothes, shoes, invested in his businesses, well, paid for his businesses to start up, constantly sponsoring trips. We seen the messages where she said she did all of this and that and he ain't never did nothing for her. And y'all gonna go run up a GoFundMe for her to give him more money? If he's still around, you best believe he gonna get his cut. Especially if she's sponsoring him financially. Because I highly doubt, since he's in all of these country Wayne skits, he ain't moving and shaking in no Tubi movies right now. Okay, ain't too many auditions going on. Even though he's pretending to be gone from Facebook talking in third person. Child, that man sitting right over there at home. Hey Natia, watching the foolishness, letting her crash out while he collect his coins and keep it pushing. Look, that fire got a little too hot for him, and he decided to go third person on his page. That's what happened. Hey Valena, hey Simply Sunshine Moment. Um, let me go down. Corporate thugging with Mika in this bit. Shout out to you, my love. Let's see. Let me see. Hey Taylor Unique. You say, girl, I was begging last week for GoFundMe. Listen, if you and that's the crazy. If you a regular person, it's hard to run up a GoFundMe unless you go viral on social media. Where you know how it was with what is that guy's name, y'all? The one who SA not SA child STAB the other student at the game or the track meet or something, and they collected close to 600K for him and his family on that GoFund in no time. Boo banger, what's up, sister? Love you, my girl. Hey Latte, hey Love Cat. He could like they clocked that GoFundMe is I think they raised over 400K, y'all, and the goal was 600K. That's crazy, but they raised the child. So I just don't understand it. Okay, we speak big facts. We speak big facts. Hey Shay, she know better. I won't never spend 200K on child. If she's smart, she'll take the little cash that she is getting from the GoFundMe and keep it pushing. She need to drop that zero and hope that she can find a hero eventually, because it ain't no more RHs out here, baby. I'm sad to tell you. Sorry to tell you, it's no more RHs. Okay, that that ship has sailed. Especially with two more kids added, ain't no more. She will not find another husband like RH. Big facts. And for the ones in the back that say, "Oh, good. Oh, she don't," child, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know that man really, really cut for her and her kids. Let's stop playing. Stop with the foolishness. And that's exactly why she was behind the scenes crying to everybody for her marriage. That's exactly why she responded to that divorce decree saying she was forced out of her marriage. But let her tell it on the internet she got out. I better quit playing. That girl know what she lost. I just played. If you watched my premiere, then you heard in the premiere where R8 said, because he was trying to figure out why she was out here telling the people that she was giving him half of her money. He was like, for the first 4 years of the marriage, they was only together 6. The first 4 years, he paid everything. Her car note, his car note, her insurance, all the bills. He said everything. And she said, right. But was out here trying to make it seem like she was taking care of that man. When she was supposed to be, when he fell sick, she was supposed to be able to pay for a trip. Why wouldn't you and shouldn't you be able to handle certain things if your husband falls sick after he didn't already prove his loyalty? He showed you he can hold it down for 4 years. It's your turn. It's your turn. Through sickness and in health. That should have never even hit the forefront. That conversation should have never even came to social media when it comes to the coin, because that man was stepping for her and her kids. Y'all heard the audio where she was crying on the floor in the DR, thanking him for accepting her and her kids and taking care of her kids like they were his own. The conversation didn't change until Janostrils got in the picture. How ironic. That's when RH became a DB. That's when RH was a no good husband and a no good dad and this and that. Once Janostrils came into the picture. The trolling. Let's see. Mika say, hey, Chad, I love y'all. We cousins. Let's expose the truth. Okay, we standing on big business. Big business, baby. She couldn't or wouldn't hold it down when RH was sick, but she could give Janostrals, wait, where that comment go? $10,000 rings and necklaces make it make sense. Facts. Facts. She should have, but it's the way she painted the picture, y'all. It was manipulative and it was gaslighting. Because if you know the fact that we heard the audio where she admitted to when he said, I did everything for the first 4 years, you are supposed to be able to handle stuff in the last 2 years of the marriage if I already did my four. They was together 6. So that should never even came to the internet. But she came out here trying to paint the narrative that she took care of her husband as if he hadn't took care of her and her kids for the first 4 years of the marriage. She wasn't telling the full story. She was only saying the things that made her look good. That's it. I called ATL attorneys today. They hired RH didn't create his GoFundMe for wait, let's see. I called ATL's attorneys. Let me put this on the screen. I called ATL's attorneys today. They hired RH didn't create his GoFundMe for enough. These attorneys want 12,000. Let's support my cousin. I want him to have the best attorney, period. Yes, y'all. Run that GoFundMe up. If anybody has the link posted in the chat, I think he's at 6,100 now, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's at like 6,100, y'all. You can see he's putting his best foot forward. He's doing what he need to do on his end. I know a lot of people, at one point y'all was like, RH ain't doing that. Now he doing it. If you truly support him, support him. Run that GoFundMe up. Let's run it up, run it up, run it up. Oh, my eyes itching. Somebody posted in the chat if you have the link accessible. Please post it in the chat, y'all. Hey, Miss Patricia. Justice for Black men who want and love their kids. Facts, facts. Shay said I donated and gonna give again. Yep, me too. Me too. I did it, and I'm what y'all doing in here? Okay, where's him? Hold on, y'all. You done? Well, whoever's advising him knows what they're talking about. Facts. Y'all know I said that. I've been said that actually. I've been said that. Hold on. Yep, y'all know I've been said that. Matter of fact, I think I said that in a members live, if I'm not mistaken. I said whoever is advising RH they know what they talking about. They know how to put it together. They know what they doing, baby. And I feel like it's gonna work out how it's supposed to work out. If y'all watch yes, Miss Love Mel, thank you. She is feeling better. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for the prayers. She's back to her regular busybody self, child. She's back to her busybody self. If y'all watch Neo Tarot's last reading, y'all know if y'all been following her, I've been telling y'all that stuff has been happening. This girl, when I tell you she got a gift, she has a gift for real. And I didn't watch a few tarot, and I feel like some of them be playing, but she the real deal. She the real deal. And you would have to be privy to behind the scenes information to know that she's the real deal. Because certain things have been happening that she clocked in her readings before it even came public. So go watch that last read. That's all I'm gonna say. Watch Neo Tarot's last read. Cause she dropped some gems. She dropped some tea in that last reading, baby. It's a lot going on that is not out here publicly. people thinking it's just the court situation, and it's way more than that. She got her hands full. She definitely got her hands full. I want to play something. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my earphones on. Before I get off here, I want to play something for y'all to hear real quick that I found yesterday in the receipts, baby. Looks, I see everything the same way you see it, Lupac. That's why I try to catch all your content, because you break everything down, baby. I watch all the Neo Tarot stuff, and she be I don't want to say that word, on. She be on point. Yes, she do. She really do, y'all. Go check out that last reading. All right, let me pull this up. Hold on, y'all. Cause I gotta mute, cause it's some music first. Okay, so if y'all remember, before Laonia got before she got this BMW, she had a Mercedes, right? How many of y'all remember that? I'm pretty sure everybody remember she had that Mercedes. Run them lights up, y'all. We got 507 in the building. I see Sierra say we 368 on the lights. Y'all run them lights up. Finish out my super chat goal if y'all can. I think we got like 5 left on the goal, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. But if y'all can, support the super chat goal. If you can't, just hit the like button. That's it. That's all. And watch the mads, baby. Watch the mads. Hey, Miss Charlene. So if y'all remember, before she got the BMW, she had a Mercedes, right? And that Mercedes was co-signed by her dad. Now, y'all listen to this audio. Pay attention to the beginning, because she she tried to hurry up and mute it when the lady kept saying, "I just need your dad to sign the papers." But listen real good to this conversation. I'm gonna stop it when it gets to the point that I want y'all to hear, but just listen.
I'm happy I looked at them. Yes. And then we'll get the paperwork out to dad. So I think we may send someone.
See how she muted it? Once the lady said, "I'm gonna get the paperwork out to dad," and then so she was trying to paint the narrative that um she got that Mercedes on her own, right? She was trying to paint the narrative that she got that Mercedes on her own. But my thing is, if you got it on your, oh, she was saying, my dad co-signed the last Mercedes I had, because she had two. She had two Mercedes, and then she got the BMW. So she was trying to say her dad co-signed the last one, and then this one she got on her own. But why did you keep muting the phone when the lady kept saying she was going to bring the paperwork? She need her dad to sign the paperwork. Like, make that make sense. Yeah, make that make sense, baby. Thank you, Lanika. Thank you for that super chat, my love. Shout out to you. Okay, y'all, listen. When you don't hear nothing, that's because she's muting it.
And will it be once I get dad's signature?
Look, she don't give it no time. First, that lady say we're gonna get the paperwork out to dad. Then she heard and muted it. And then when the lady say, and once I get dad's signature, she heard and muted it again. So now she's gonna run with a different narrative. Watch what she say when she come back. Ooh, come on, play.
Y'all folks so nosy. So my first
They nosy, but she went live while she was doing paperwork and this and that. Of course they gonna be nosy. If you wouldn't have did that on live, they wouldn't be able to ask you anything about what you got going on. Come on now.
Mercedes, my dad was on it, so I sold it, and he has to sign.
Let me run it back.
My dad.
Hold on, y'all. Okay.
Y'all folks so nosy. So my first Mercedes, my dad was on it. So I sold it and he has to sign off on it. For all the people who like, why do her dad need to sign? And now
I use that. First of all, that didn't even make sense. She said, my first Mercedes, I sold it, and my dad, first of all, you didn't sell nothing, baby. You traded it in. You traded that one in to get this. She said it's so slick with it too. No, you traded that in to get the newer one. And your dad had to sign off probably because he was on this one too. That makes more sense than the narrative she's trying to push out there. But hold on, that ain't it, y'all. Just listen.
actually have my own Mercedes in my own fucking name. For all the nosy folks.
And think about the logic behind it, y'all. So if daddy co-signed for the first one, and she's saying she co-signed, I mean, she's saying she didn't need him to co-sign on this one, but you just gave back a BMW with a 29% APR, with a balance of $108,000, where you paid a little over 17K just towards interest, 5K towards principal, and you gave it back. But you want us to believe that you got that Mercedes on your own? Okay, go ahead.
So worry about my dad.
Hold on, y'all. It's time. Pay attention to the conversation. Come on, y'all. Run pot goal up. Run my goal up, y'all. Got a few left on my goal.
If you can. Like being able to get something in your own daggone name. This one I was like, okay. I had to co-sign with my daddy on this car. Not no more.
So what changed? My thing is, if she had to co-sign on the first Mercedes with her dad, what changed? Because she was making money at both points. She had been making good money since 2017, if I'm not mistaken. 2018, whenever she started clocking them Facebook coins. So what changed? Because your credit was still bad if you had a 29% APR, paying $2,000 on a car note, an old car at that. So what changed, y'all? Listen.
And my car before that, y'all already know I had that. Because it was in my ex-husband name. So when you're able to get something on your own, it's a bigger blessing than somebody just giving it to you. I wasn't going to Texas Roadhouse.
Clock it. Let's run it back real quick.
Husband name.
Back corner. Hold on, y'all.
Oh, that. Y'all already know I had that. Because it was in my ex-husband name. So when you're able to get something on your own, it's a bigger blessing than somebody just giving it to you. I wasn't going to Texas Roadhouse. Yeah. They got egg rolls. Yes, I love egg rolls.
Okay, y'all. So what happens next? I don't know because I didn't get to finish listening to this receipt. So we hearing it together. It could be something that she say that's interesting, and it could be some crap. Okay, so we gonna hear it together. But she did admit to her husband having to got her last vehicle before that Mercedes that her dad had to co-sign on. Little Miss, I was always the bag. Yeah. I remember that Kia Telluride. Yeah, that's old SD. That's from when she had her Mercedes. That's old. I was if you just coming in, you're gonna have to restart. You have to restart the live. Because I was making a point. Let me. Oh shoot! I did not want. Oh y'all, I didn't accidentally click off. So what I'll do is I'm gonna go through it and I'm gonna see if it's something else in it, and I'll just make a video with it or whatever. Because I didn't accidentally click off the doggone video when I got distracted, child. You say it just shows me that she doesn't take care of her business like she should. She's very irresponsible. She got too many kids to be like this for real, for real, and she knows it. That's why she needs a man around facts, a mature one at that. Because at the end of the day, it made me think back to when she did that interview and she was saying, y'all remember that interview she did with that guy? He was a little flamboyant and he had on glasses and he was that was the interview where she was talking about the vow renewal in Jamaica, and she was saying, let me tell you the deal that I made with my husband. I made a deal with my husband that I'll pay all the bills if you just stop flirting with females. Y'all remember that interview? Well, it's crazy because when you think back to that, it's like it's hard to believe that she was handling any bills when she's so financially irresponsible. Now, I ain't gonna say she wasn't making a bag, 'cause she was definitely clocking some coins. She had a whole 1099 uh for 420K back in 2021. So she was definitely clocking some coins. But the fact that they came out here and paint this narrative that she was the bag is crazy. Because we seen she did show a few times that she made like 49K on social media. But we seen RH was clocking 70. He was clocking 70. So I would say he was the bag, which is why you tried to get alimony in your divorce proceedings. That's interesting. To keep up with the lifestyle that he provided for you. That's interesting. Since when people ask for alimony in a divorce when they're the bag, y'all? Make that make sense. Please, somebody make it make sense. How we asking for alimony from somebody who only got $84 in their bank account or only clocked 84? This is why you can't, child. Certain people you can't believe when they coming off of impulse and emotions, bitterness, being scorned because they tend to tell lies. It's like nah, I ain't even gonna go there. I ain't gonna go. Me to say I'm third party. I only speak on K, but I support all my. We know, my love. We know. I was shocked when you say, Pop, me and you share the same birthday. Because I remember when I did my birthday live and I had so many people in the live that have the same birthday with me. I was like, dang, it was at least 10 or 11, 10 to 15 of us that got the same birthday, y'all. That's crazy. That is crazy work. And my middle son, he got the same birthday with me as well. But yup, like make it make sense. And this is y'all know what? Tomorrow when I go live, I need to go do my nails and my feet, but I might wait till Thursday to go to the shop. So tomorrow when I go live, we're gonna run back that divorce decree. We're gonna run it back. Cause I remember when I went over it the first time, I didn't really go through all the pages, which I only have wait, no, I have all of them. I think I have all of them. We didn't go over the whole thing, but we're gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back just as a reminder. And we're gonna try to compare it to the motions that she has broken. Since we can't get our hands on, the contempts that are out now, we're gonna run back that divorce decree. Little miss, I need child support and alimony, but I'm the bag though. Yeah. Okay. We will, as we ain't off it yet. Trust me. We ain't off it. It's just a lot of moving parts going on right now. But we ain't off it. But you know what? When it comes to him, it ain't too much that we can say. That's the thing, because it's not really no content involving him, y'all. All we doing is literally regurgitating the same thing when it comes to him. And it's unfortunate that it's seeming like social media don't care. They don't care that he put hands and feet on her and spit. They don't care. And that's the sad part. Like, it's out there. She even confirmed it herself and they still don't care. That, that's bad when uh the alleged victim confirms it and people still don't care. I guess because she lies so bad. That's some crazy work. That's some crazy work. But we still gonna talk our talk regardless. It is what it is. We still gonna stay on his neck as much as we can while he over there talking in third person. But anyways, y'all, let me get up off here because it's getting late, child. I will be back tomorrow with another one. I'm gonna go live a little earlier tomorrow though, since I'm gonna pull out that divorce decree. We'll go live a little earlier during the day. So hopefully everybody can meet me back here. I don't have a specific time. Y'all know I'm impromptu. It just depends on what I got going on. And then I just jump on a live, schedule it about an hour ahead or whatever if I can. But yep, I'ma run my little intro for y'all, for the ones who ain't heard it, the new intro. And we out. I love y'all and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye y'all.
It's your girl, Blue Pac, baby. From the boot where the real ones talk slick and walk heavy. She don't do rumors, she do receipts. If you said it, she got it. If you did it, she show it. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah. Straight out of Louisiana, she don't duck, no smoke. Call her the queen of receipts, she keeping folks woke. From fake friends to baby daddies getting exposed. If it's messy, she gon' clean it up. Real talk mode. Independent, raw and loud with it. She ain't scared of nothing, she proud with it. So if you coming fake, don't step in her lane. She call names and receipts, gon' explain. Truth black, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, truth teller, big stepper. That's Blue Pac, baby, no pressure. Yeah, it's Blue Pac, baby. All truth, all gas, no brakes. Yeah, all truth, all gas, no brakes. No brakes. No brakes.